Sony is finally answering all of our PS5 questions, and look forward to this story and more in whatever this is. Hello, and welcome to Whatever This Is. My name is Gary Clark, and today is the 29th of May 2020, and we have how many stories today? That's right, one story. So here's the first story. Sony is finally giving more PS5 details, so we can find out all the things that we ever wanted to in just a week. So I've just compiled a bunch of different stuff and put it together. You can find the original sources down in the description below. So first, let's get all of the back end stuff out of the way. PS5 will launch this year globally, and all first-party games are on schedule. And a lot of this information is coming from Jim Ryan, the CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, and he's giving a blog post over at PlayStation Blog, and he also did an interview over on GamesIndustry.biz. So he mentions the challenges of remote working. There are the hardware engineers who are having to work without being able to get into China, where PS5 will be assembled. That's kind of tough. The software engineers who are building these great features, who are building a great PS5 UI, some of that can be readily done in isolation. But when it comes to putting it all together, that's not easy to do remotely, and they're doing a great job. When Jim Ryan was asked about the software, he said that we are on track, we are going to launch this holiday, and we are going to launch globally. Now the price tag. Regarding the price, he said that gaming benefits in economically difficult times. I think the best way that we can address this is by providing the best possible value proposition that we can. I don't necessarily mean lowest price. Value is a combination of many things. These combination of things are anything to do from how many games they distribute, to how many games are actually bought, to the hardware itself, to manufacturing and licensing cost, and then also the value of all of that together. And then mentioning new technology and the upkeep of new hardware and development in the next generation. If we can keep pace with a likely increase in development costs, then the industry can continue to prosper. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get to the real meat and the bones, the things that really excite you, gets my blood boiling. Console and game news. It seems like they're going to be keeping the PS5 games only on the PS5. We have always said that we believe in generations. We believe that when you go to all the trouble of creating a next-gen console, that it should include features and benefits that the previous generation does not include. And that, in our view, people should make games that can make the most of those features. We do believe in generations. I'm getting the feeling that he believes in generations. And whether it's the DualSense controller, whether it's the 3D audio, whether it's the multiple ways that the SSD can be used, we are thinking that it is time to give the PlayStation community something new, something different that can really only be enjoyed on PS5. Now, they're not abandoning the PS4 audience, but put down your weapons. Seriously, put it down. We have always felt that we had a responsibility to serve that PS4 community for several years after the launch of the PS5. He also says how important it is, and they're not just going to rely on their 100 million person customer base at this point from the previous generation. They're not just going to sit on that, they're going to try and get those people into it. He mentions even that having in a new generation 15 to 25 million maybe new people who hop on at first, but we can't forget about what has come before while trying to move into the new. And it seems like this way of thinking that it's a priority to build up the new generation first, and that's what we should focus on, and sectioning off content from the PS5 that would be going to the PS4 in opposite to how Xbox are considering that. They have already said previously that titles on the Xbox Series X will still work on previous console for 2 years after launch. So we're still going to be getting games on this new console that's going to work on the Xbox One and Xbox One S and X. And Sony goes even further in this direction by actually putting off a cutoff date for developers. Sony has told PlayStation 4 game developers that beginning the 13th of July, any new titles submitted for certification must be compatible with the PlayStation 5. And apparently by compatible, they mean that its submission code runs without any issues on the next gen machine and provides all the same features it does on PS5 as it does on the PS4. So speaking of games and features, it's getting pretty close to the big news months of, June and July, right? So how are they going to market all this, especially without a big, I don't know, like E3 like event? I mean, what are Sony going to do? Thursday, June 4th. That's right, on YouTube and Twitch next week on Thursday, the 4th of June, they're going to be showing off the next generation of PlayStation 5 games. Apparently it's going to last a little bit over an hour, and it'll be showing at 9 p.m. UK time. You can work out your time zone from there. Jim Ryan goes on to say about this that we've shared technical specifications and shown you the new DualSense wireless controller. But what is a launch without games? That's why I'm excited to share that we will soon give you a first look at the games you'll be playing after PlayStation 5 launches this holiday. This is part of our series of PS5 updates, and rest assured, after next week's showcase, we will still have much to share with you. Now, there's no confirmation on the new console and what it's going to look like, or if they're going to be showing it on this. There's always a chance, of course, and considering that they're going to be opening up mass production in probably somewhere around August, September, this is going to be their big chance to show off something big. This is going to be their chance of over an hour, if they have the same amount of content, to drive this presentation as the other competition does, as well as their big hitter, The Last of Us Part 2, already had their big event a few days ago. If they're able to keep that momentum, and their biggest title probably for the next generation at the moment announced is out of that picture, what's left for them to show? And considering Kenichiro Yoshida, the Sony Corp CEO, he said that people criticizing their marketing regarding the PS5 will just have to be updated because soon they're going to be showing something off. Is this the soon he mentioned those few weeks ago? I suppose we're going to find out next week, and I look forward to helping you find that out. So it is now Friday, and I'll be seeing you Monday. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Gary Clark, and this has been whatever this is. If you have any suggestions or advice you'd like to give me, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And if you have anything you'd like to let me know that you don't want to say in public, just give me a message on any of the socials you can find down in the description. So thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and stay aware. Goodbye.